Imagine this. Your partner comes to hang out at your place. While they are there, they ask to use your laptop. They leave and you pick up your laptop to, let's say, do some online shopping. You open the laptop only to see that your partner has left their Facebook, Instagram, or Gmail account open. Do you log out immediately or do you take a look around their accounts? To snoop or not to snoop? That is the question. Coming up, we discuss privacy within a relationship. Hello, and welcome to the Loveology podcast, where we talk about love and life with laughter. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jason.
He's the carefree one.
She's the serious one.
And we're married.
We have been since 2012, and we like to think of ourselves as a couple of loveologists.
Not because we are the experts, but because we just love love.
We enjoy studying and talking about it, so we thought, let's just start a podcast.
A place where we can share what we have learned about love, relationships, and marriage.
You can share what you've learned, and we can all grow together.
So here we are. Are you ready?
Let's get started. What's up, my people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, baby?
Hey, Jason is like extra hyped
Turned
today.
up. I'm turned up because it's a great topic. Yet again, another great topic in the Loveology podcast. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Are y'all ready? I hope y'all ready because I'm ready. I hope y'all ready because we're going to talk about to snoop or not to snoop. That is the question.
So Snoop.
Yeah.
That's a
No,
remix.
Yeah, come on. don't just.
I actually don't know the rest of the words to that song. So
So y'all know that's the TLC. So I creep. Yeah, it still goes along with this episode
yeah.
because they creeping. But
Yeah.
should the partner catch them creeping? Well, by snooping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I like the way you connected that.
Well, you know what I do. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So, man, great episode today. Thank you, Loveologists, for tuning in yet again. Just like I say on my Wednesday, where we do the Wednesday live discussions, please, if you don't mind, share this on your timeline.
Oh, yeah.
Share this with everybody, loves. Appreciate your Loveologists. Share this with everybody because we don't get paid to do this. We're doing this out of love.
Yes.
So in order to defeat hate, there's a lot of hate going on. We got to spread the love.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the best way to do it. And I also want to give a shout out to our website in the beginning. I typically do it in the end, but I want to give a little shout out to the website in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Loveologypodcast.com. We have some awesome gear on there. Go ahead and check us out. Go ahead and support. Spread the love by purchasing a little merch. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. In all of the different countries, y'all can go ahead and purchase it too. We can get it over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get this game started, baby.
Okay.
All right. So, to snoop or not to snoop?
Yes. So what would you do
What do you mean, what would I do?
about the situation that I described?
Hey,
Let's just jump right in.
let's jump right in.
So we use my laptop. I mean, obviously we live together because we're married.
Right.
And, I left my accounts open. We're not married at this time. We are dating.
Even if you're married,
Okay.
we can throw that in there too. Because me personally, right? I'm gonna say it like this. I don't have a reason to snoop. It is tempting for the curious people,
Mm-hmm.
right? It is tempting, but the old saying is, if you're looking for something, you're gonna find something, right?
I don't agree with that.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean,
What do they mean by that?
this
exactly?
what I think they mean by that. So if you're looking for something, right, and you may see something in your email or your Facebook or your Instagram, but it's really not anything, but your mind already conforms it to be such. So there it is such. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, for instance, you may have a classmate, right, that's just hitting you up just to say, hey man, I really appreciate you letting me use in your book. Boom, thank you. That's innocent. But if you're looking for your mate to be cheating on you or doing something wrong, you may automatically take that as a negative thing,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then you internalize it. Some people will go ahead and confront, but they don't want to confront because they already know, well, if I confront my partner about this, then they know I'm snooping on them.
Mm-hmm.
And what if they're not? I mean, what if they're not doing anything? So now you internalizing it, right? So now you keeping it inside and you're saying, well, this probably, they probably doing something. So you hold on to this for months and every little thing becomes something else. It becomes something else. Now, you see what I'm saying? You tacking on. So when you're looking for something, you're gonna find it. So just don't look.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the case sometimes, but there's also other times where you don't find something and
it can be a spam email. If you're looking for it, you're gonna find it.
Well, no.
Your mind gonna think whatever. You're gonna make your mind.
No, I think that if you're looking for it and there's literally nothing, then there's nothing to find. I understand what you're saying,
right? But
I just really think if there's absolutely nothing, then there's nothing to find. Yeah. And I can't even create something. I think that happens too, So, and we can talk about that more.
Okay.
But I would like to know, in our situation, you said what?
What
would you do? I
would try to close that sucker down. I mean, you do it all the time, to be honest. So yeah, I don't want to go through your emails and Instagrams and Facebooks.
So you don't even flick your finger one time just to do a quick scan. Say it's my Gmail. You don't just do a quick scan of that page.
First of all, you definitely not gonna be looking at no Gmail because there's so much stuff that's in. I don't even check all my Gmail.
Right.
So what I'm gonna look at your Gmail for?
Right.
I'm gonna be in there for hours. You know what I'm saying? It's a waste of time. So no. And on Facebook and Instagram, it's like it's not really no point. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to get that one thing that may look like something, then now I gotta go through that whole situation I just described earlier. I
mean, you would say something to me
I
about
definitely
it.
would, but I don't even want to go through that. You know what I'm saying? I think what's the bad will come out to light eventually.
Yes, I agree with that. Okay, so for me, I mean, I think that I am the same as you. You do it all the time, but honestly, if it's Gmail, I'm just nosy. So
Gmail?
So if it's the first page,
why would you go through a Gmail?
I don't go through it. You know how your Gmail is set up and you can see, a whole page of emails. Do I look at these emails?
Waste your time. Look, you wasted your time.
I do. I don't click through. I don't click on the emails. But if your page is open, if your Gmail is open and I get on the computer, I am going to look at that page.
Gmail? Ain't nothing cracking in Gmail.
But it's just that it's just like a list of things that you can see right there. So I think it's just more so my curiosity, than anything. But I'm not looking for anything. I'm just like, oh, hello, it's
ain't nothing on Gmail. Like, look, if your partner is cheating on you through Gmail, he's whack or she's whack. You need to leave him anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Gmail. Come on, email? Really?
Yeah. But as I thought about this, I think that it's interesting that I feel like, though, because we're married, that if I wanted to, I would have more of a right to look through your stuff. I don't know if that's correct way of being or not.
Yeah, you got to say it right. You definitely didn't say that right. You got a right to look through it. Well, I don't think so.
Well, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about privacy.
Yeah.
But I mean, how else can I say it? It's like I have more.
You have permission.
More permission to do it.
Right.
Okay.
Not necessarily a right, because it's my stuff. I'm just giving you permission to look through it.
Well,
if you want.
It's one of those things, like, how they put those signs up in the parking lot and say, please put away your valuables,
Right.
so if somebody won't steal it. It's kind of like the blame is put on you. So if you leave,
I'm in the comfort of my own home.
if you leave,
I shouldn't have to worry about somebody stealing information from me. You hacker.
listen, if you leave your accounts open, fair game. You know what I mean?
I guess. look. So you shouldn't. For all my people out there, if your mate is cheating on you through email, that's the last place I would think somebody would be cheating in or doing something dirty.
I mean, okay, let's move it to Facebook then. You left your
not
Facebook.
not even Facebook.
Lots of people cheat through Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah,
this is the social media.
Yeah, so maybe so, but I'm telling you, if they do, that's not smart, right?
Okay.
Let me give you a hidden gem, right? I'm giving a hidden gem for all the ladies and all the men out there. Where they gonna be cheating at or doing something sneaky at is in the text messages, and it's gonna be under a certain name.
Okay.
Right? It's gonna be under. It may be mama. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you may pull up the text message app and you see mama. You scroll right by it.
You sound like you did this before.
No, I'm just a smart guy. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's gonna be under mama. It's gonna be under Leroy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's a
Leroy.
man. Yeah,
Okay.
if it's a man.
Whose name is Leroy?
I'm just throwing a manly man name out there.
I'm just picking with
but
you.
it's gonna be really Shaniqua.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's really gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not the emails. It's not the what's it, the Facebooks and the Instagram, Snapchat. I don't know. I'm not on Snapchat, so
But
I don't know how
I
it
know
works.
that I've heard that lots of people do this though.
They probably do, but I'm just telling you that it's not smart. You need to leave them anyways.
Well,
Let them go.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So no, I wouldn't. I just know that if it was somebody else's account besides you, I would automatically log out.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's your account, I may feel a little bit more like I have permission to look.
Yeah, and you do have permission.
No. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
not necessarily a right. Just like you have permission to go through my mail,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't have a right to go through my mail because it's a federal
But
offense.
do you have a right to privacy if we're married and we're one?
Yes, because I'm still my own individual person,
Mm-hmm.
and you're your own individual person.
But you over my mail all the time.
Yeah, because I'm the CEO of the mail. I don't want the mail to pile up, and I know what's junk mail. But if
Most of
it's,
the time you ask me.
right? But if it's junk mail and stuff, I'm just helping you out.
But I want to see my junk mail.
waste
It's
of
my
time.
mail.
It's a waste of time. But
Okay.
if you want to see it, that's no problem. But yeah, I asked about your first class mail, your important mail, something come from, if it's something important, I know what it looks like because my profession, I know what it looks like. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, hey, babe, you want me to open this? Want me to see what this is? And then you be taking all day going through
Okay.
your mail
Okay,
too.
we digressing. Okay. So
Don't want to. You get you the only person I know orders a package and don't open up to like 3 days
I know
later.
what's in it.
I don't know what's in it. I want
But
to check it out.
no, it's none of your business.
This is my business.
I have a right to privacy. So
Mhm.
let's talk about some possible reasons why people would want to snoop. Curious or nosy?
Yeah.
I think that's me.
Yeah, and a lot of people are curious, and I think everybody that snoops is curious or nosy.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the number one. I think that's the baseline of everybody.
I mean, I think that people are also very motivated by other stuff. So we're going to keep on.
But that's curiosity.
I don't know. Curious is just curious, not motivated by, I think that he may be cheating on me.
So
That's not curious.
So if you think they're cheating on them, I'm curious to see if they're cheating on me through
Okay,
this.
we'll have to look up the word curious.
Okay.
We'll do that. So, and so maybe some people don't think there's anything wrong with snooping at all. So do you think that there's something wrong with snooping?
I think it is something wrong with snooping, and I think everybody that does snoop knows that there's something wrong because you looking, you hear a little noise, you jumping, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
cutting your eyes, you position yourself in the right way, so let's say you're in a room and the door is is behind you. You're gonna position yourself where the door is in front of you, and the screen can't be seen as soon as you walk in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's people who snoop. I think they do it something. They know it's something wrong.
But you just said that I have permission to look through your stuff.
Yeah, you have permission.
So is that wrong if you giving me permission to look through it?
No, it's not wrong. It's just you don't have the right.
But
Don't just because we're married, you don't have the right. In our relationship, I'm giving you permission.
Okay.
But overall, it's just not just an automatic right because we're married. Some people don't want their people, their mate going through their stuff because you still want your own individual. You still want to be an individual.
So you're saying that snooping is bad if the significant other does not like you snooping? Because basically you're saying that I have permission to look through your stuff. So you don't think it's bad. If I wanted to look through it, then I can.
Yes, you can.
But in another couple, if the guy or the girl doesn't like that and the other person decides to do it anyways, that's when you're saying that it's bad?
Correct.
Okay. I don't really know how I feel about it. I have never felt the need.
Obviously, you feel good about it because you do it.
No, I don't snoop.
You saying you just look at
That's
the
not
first,
snooping.
What
That
you
is,
think that is?
it's in my face.
Okay.
It's the first page.
You just said if it was somebody else, you would automatically log out.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give you a story.
Okay, talk to
Me
me.
and my stories.
Okay.
When I was in elementary school, we used to have something called permanent records. I don't know if they still have that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so trustworthy that my teacher, or maybe she just wasn't thinking. I was in elementary school, maybe like 3rd or 4th grade or something. And she sent me to the office
Mm-hmm.
with
Somebody else
permanent records. The whole class is permanent records.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that I didn't look at the one that was on the top?
No, you didn't.
Of course I did.
Oh, you did.
It's not in an envelope.
Right.
It's literally cards in my hand and there's one on the top.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to look at it.
What was it?
I can't remember.
Grades or something?
Yeah, it was grades. It's grades and
Conduct?
behavior. Yeah, and
Okay.
conduct. And it's like for all the grades until like up into the point that we are now. So it's all their
Yeah.
final grades.
Yeah, it probably didn't matter.
And so it was, of course I looked at the first card. I'm carrying it. Don't have music to listen to. I'm just like walking to the principal's office. She sent me to take the cards to the principal's office.
Right.
And of course I looked at the first one. So it's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because as soon as I left the office, I heard an announcement on the intercom system. And they're like, teachers, please do not send the students to the office with permanent records. But I did not shuffle the cards. I did not look at any of the other cards except for the one on the front.
Right.
So when I log on, if I open up my computer and it's on your Gmail and the first page is just like bam right there, it's like my eyes are going to scan.
Right.
That's just what's going to happen. But do I click through your emails? Do I click on any of the emails? No, I do not.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know. So do you think that like social media and the fact that we do stuff like Google people and Facebook stalk people, like, do you think that's kind of got anything maybe to do with maybe people don't feel like snooping is a bad thing? Like we share so much of our personal lives anyways.
Who thinks snooping is not a bad thing?
I think a lot of people think it's not.
Okay. Well,
A lot of women, like, I mean, I've heard a lot of guys say they know not to leave their phone because they know that they expect that the woman is going to look through their phone, whether it's bad or not, but they just expect that they're going to look.
okay. I like to lock my doors and take my wallet with me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still wrong if I don't lock my doors and leave my wallet in the car and somebody steals my wallet out of it. Still wrong.
Well, like I said, I think some people just expect or assume that this is just something that women do, or this is just something that people do.
Yeah. Still not a good thing. Regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the question?
I was just wondering, did you think social media could, well, just the age of the internet and how much we share our personal lives could
No,
make people value, value privacy less and think that it's okay to snoop?
no. I think what it is just we have so much information out there now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so easy. It's easier to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, let's rewind about 30 years ago, before the internet. How else could you get it? It wasn't text messages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before the cell phone, right? I can remember before the cell phone. Some people can't, but there wasn't text messages. There wasn't emails. It was letters, and it was numbers in your pocket. Who is this number in your pocket? I remember when you used to throw
I'm
those
sorry.
things
Jason really
away.
think he can sing, but he can't.
The reason
Oh my God.
act so
Please stop destroying the
crazy.
song. Please.
So what I'm saying is there wasn't that much information to be able to snoop upon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just letters and numbers,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you can snoop on the telephone bill and see who all was called, what numbers you was calling,
Mm-hmm.
and you could have your girlfriend or your homeboy to call these numbers
Mm-hmm.
to see who would pick up.
Man, that's some investigative journalism.
Yeah, I mean, so
Detective work.
so now it's just so much more. We just have access to our information in so many different ways now,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still not a good thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, another reason could be, and I think this is the largest reason, is not trusting.
Yeah,
Because I trust you, and I'm just a very trusting person anyways.
we both
And
are.
yeah. And so like, even though I have permission to go through your stuff, I absolutely feel no desire, no need,
It's a waste of
no
time.
purpose. Totally a waste of time. Like, why would I go through your stuff?
Right,
It's, not unless I'm trying to find something.
you're right.
Like, something that we need. I got to go to your email and find something that we need or that you need.
Right.
But other than that, like, I just don't. I was like, but I've always been that way.
Mm-hmm.
I've never, like I said, you are very trustworthy, but I'm also a very trusting person. And,
You'll log out quicker than I will log out.
what do you mean?
Like your emails and stuff.
Well, that's just practice that's what I do.
Yeah, I never log out.
I think with like this computer, I never log out
Yeah.
of my stuff. I mean, the only time it's logged out is because I shut the whole computer down.
Mm.
But I tell you what it is. I don't save my passwords
Yeah, I super save my password.
in my computer. So
Yeah.
that's why mine seems to be logged out more, because if I shut the computer down, then it logs out of the account.
Yeah,
So
I like to say those keystrokes.
yeah. So this kind of goes back to what we were talking about. Like, do you think that snooping is a bad thing? If say a girl heart was broken and she just having a difficult time trying to trust again.
Trust this new person.
Yes, she's in a new relationship and she's just having such a difficult time,
Mm-hmm.
and she snoops and she finds absolutely nothing, and her boyfriend is actually very boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing.
Right.
There's absolutely nothing. No female friends that she don't know about. No, nothing. And then now she finally is just like, oh, okay, I can let it go. Like,
Right.
I feel like I can choose to trust this guy. I snooped. I didn't find anything, and I snooped really, really well. And
Right.
I did not find anything. And so now I feel like I can finally just let it go and just choose to trust, because I think trust is a choice.
Right.
So what do you think about that? Is that a bad thing?
It's still a bad thing. Just like, I'm gonna steal this $5 million,
I don't agree.
right? And I'm done. Once I steal this $5 million one time, I'm done. But it's not true. Once you steal that $5 million, you're gonna want more. Same thing with snooping. Even though you find nothing, it becomes an addiction.
So you don't think it's possible that she can just totally say, I didn't find anything, I trust him, and that's it. I know he wasn't doing anything,
Nope.
And so now I don't feel any need to snoop ever again.
Now that she got that password, because think about relationships. Relationships is ever evolving. We know that, right? So sometimes there were going to be certain situations that's going to pop up where that she's going to be like, she's going to seem perplexed about why this person is doing this or why this person didn't pick up at this time, right? And you're addicted. You got the same passwords, right? And you're going to go back and check his stuff.
I don't agree.
Yeah, you don't have to. But I'm just telling you like it is.
I just don't see why you don't think it's possible for a woman to just, or a man just to like, just because maybe you really feel like you've seen the character of the person that you're with.
Yeah.
And
so it is possible, right? But it's highly unlikely. Once you got that password and you got access to it and you start to snoop, you just go and you looking for something. It's like I said earlier, if you're looking for something, you're going to find it. So you're not going to stop until you find it. Now, it may take years. It may not be the first time, but you're going to, like I said, something pop up, that person answer the phone, or they acting weird or anything, And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times this is where women get messed up when they spoil their own engagement. Because
they're snooping.
Because the man get to acting weird, right? They got access to it, and guess what? They get to looking, and then they find out, dang, this dude done bought a ring, and now you feel like crap. But you're not gonna say nothing.
Yeah,
and you're gonna get to the engagement, then you're gonna try to act surprised. But most folks know, like you already knew, But they don't know that you was snooping. They just thought that, okay, maybe they planned it out.
Yeah.
But I can tell when the girls know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just stop snooping. It'll come out. If they cheating on you, it's going to come out.
But sometimes people, that was going to be my next point. Sometimes lots of people find out that someone is cheating because they snooped.
Okay.
And maybe that's really the only reason why they found out.
It's going to come out.
Okay.
It's going to come out eventually.
I mean, you wasn't technically snooping.
Technically, yeah, I was.
Were you? I thought you was just trying to see why the phone bill was more expensive. So let's backtrack so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I was going to get to that.
Go ahead. It was perfect time.
Yeah,
segue into another reason why.
But I'm telling you our experience. So yes, my ex, right? I was prior engaged, right? And my ex, we was going through some tough times, and stuff was just acting weird. We wasn't talking as much, I believe we was staying together at the time, but just a lot of weird stuff. And so I paid the cell phone bill. So shoot, I'm looking at the telephone numbers. What was all that? Man, you talking at this time of night? I called you at 12. You was saying you was going to bed, but you was talking to 3:00 in the morning for 3 hours. What number is this? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you investigate. So yeah.
So it's investigate, not snooping.
I mean, technically.
So when you do it, it's investigate.
No, technically, I wasn't looking on her email or Facebook or Instagram, right? Technically, I was looking at my cell phone bill that I paid for.
But you looked because
because I'm trying to see what's up. What's all these? What's going on my bill? Not necessarily because I wasn't even thinking about her like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm just looking at, dang, they got it, because sometimes we get what it called paperless billing, right? And so you don't look at your bill like that, right? But it was it was one particular month I looked at it and I was like, dang, they got the text message, because I didn't know. I was like, they got text messages. It shows you who texts who, right? And so, you just kind of go like, oh, dang, that's crazy. It show who all I text, how many text messages and all this and that. Then, sometimes you're trying to figure out how can you make your bill cheaper. Like, dang, they charging me this for this. Like, and then it's like, hold up, who's she texting? Man, she got 1,000 more text messages than I do. Dang, she texting a whole bunch of people. I wonder who all these people she texting. And it just kind of stem from there. It didn't initially start from us, something was going on, and then I used that as a medium to figure out what was going on. It initially started with me just looking at my cell phone bill. But after it went to snooping. So it did, but that's how it didn't initially start that way.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it transformed to snooping.
Yes, and you were able to find something out that maybe you wouldn't have been able to find out.
No, the writing was all over the wall. It really was. I didn't have to have that to prove that she did anything.
Listen, it's some slick people out here, okay? So if you see something that flashed across the phone, which iPhone, your phone, I can't even see what the message is. Just say, message from James. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So they trying to make it easy for people, easier and easier for people to cheat.
It ain't none of your business.
So can't unlock it unless your face is showing and all this other stuff.
You can do with your password what you have.
I know, but I'm just saying,
thumbprint. I heard some girls and the dude sleep and took his thumb and put it on the phone. I heard some dudes say they got something for that. They put their toe on there, the big toe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't unlock it with a toe. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Okay, so, but yeah, you see something weird, like, LOL, you so funny or something like that.
Heart.
And, yeah, some hearts.
Eggplant.
No, eggplant. No, we finna check this phone now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm saying, that has happened to a lot of people.
Right.
And it's some very slick people out here, and some people will say, if you're curious, why don't you just ask? Well, who do you know that tells the truth when they ask directly, are you cheating on me? I'm sure it happens, but
yeah, it's a small percentage.
Yes, a very small percentage. So I need to snoop. That's what I need to do. If I see something suspicious looking, I need to snoop.
Go for it. Get your snoop on.
But you just saying it's still wrong. But
it is.
I don't know. I think that if it is something that is just like glaringly suspicious, then you should snoop, because how long are you going to be in a bad situation, because you don't have this knowledge, and maybe if you had the knowledge, you'll make a different decision. So I'm telling you, you've already given me permission to look at your stuff, but if I ever see anything suspicious, I'm snooping.
Go for it.
I'm snooping for sure. But yeah, so kind of like back to what you said, the bad thing about that is that it may not be anything at all, and then you think that it's something more than what it is, and then you just end up looking like a a bad person if you confront your partner and it's not what it is. So Here's the question. So if you were just now dating, like if we were just now dating, and I asked you, I don't know, we've been dating for 3 months, and I say, can I look in your phone? What do you think that, like, is that like a deal breaker if a girl says that too early?
Yeah, if they say it too early, yes.
Okay.
I think it could be a deal breaker. Because it just insinuates you do not trust me.
Well, we don't know each other.
Okay, but
we still getting to know each other.
Well, trust is one of those things. So, for some people you got to build it up, right? And for some people you just get 100% trust out the door until you do something to bring the trust down, right? So I'm the type of person that you just get 100% out the door. I just trust you, and especially if we're together. So yeah, I got a good idea of what type of person you are. So yeah, you get 100% trust. That's just how I do it.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, but I am also in agreement with you as far as, like, I do believe that what's done in the dark will come to the light, but sometimes I also think that, maybe, everything happens for a reason, and maybe you saw that message. It's like the flash of that message is like a little push to get you to look. because you haven't been paying attention or something, or I know people who have investigated and found out. I mean, I know you, but I've seen, I've had other friends who have found out that their partner was cheating on them because of emails and, you know, a lot of stuff.
How did you find out your dude was cheating on you?
They told me.
Both of them.
Yes.
Okay. Well, how did you didn't snoop at all? You just didn't know what was
Nope,
going
I
on.
didn't snoop at all. Mm-mm.
So they just came out the blue and said, "Oh, I'm cheating on you, babe. Sorry."
Well, so I had two loves before Jason, right?
Mm.
The first one, I think that he was just young and that he.
They call him young, dumb, and full of, you know what?
Oh, wow. Okay, so I think he was just young and I think he was just very, very remorseful for what he had done.
Right.
And I don't know. It was killing him. I was a good girlfriend. I'm a good girl.
Yeah.
It was just killing him. It was eating him up inside. And he told me.
Right. What about the other one?
He was overseas. So what was your question? Like,
how did you know that?
I really think that he only told me because he had a baby on the way.
Okay.
So I guess he didn't have to because it's a lot of people out here with whole second families, which is another reason why like this stuff happens. It's not just Lifetime movies. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like people really do have a second wife with children. It's crazy.
I just think snooping is just exhausting. It just takes too much.
I do too. I've never ran up behind like a guy just like, oh, I want to see what you're doing. And if I found myself doing that, I got myself together really quick because I'm just like, I got other stuff to do. I ain't got time to be searching your phones and searching your emails. How do I got stuff to do.
Right.
So yes, I agree. It's very exhausting.
Yeah. Not trusting somebody. It's so much easier if you just trust that person.
Yeah.
You can do so much, the person, you can go out and be your own individual. You don't have to, like today, you went to the Culver City stairs this morning. Some men would be, oh, let me see what's going on. What's she doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you just went to work out.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have to worry about that. Just do you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you take her at home, then you ain't got no, there's no reason for that person to, I mean, it is, people do cheat still, but if you're not taking care of home, then, don't give a person a reason to cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? So just trust the people. If you don't, it's going to eventually come out, and just move on.
I guess. What about wasting time? Because like
choose wisely.
So like with my ex, he was trying to get me he wanted me to move. So he was overseas with the military, and when he came back, he wanted me to move with him to his next duty station. And the whole time he was over there cheating on me.
But the problem is,
so you just gonna drag me along? What was you gonna do? Tell me or never tell me, or tell me when you got me there?
Yeah, got you locked in. You
So
done quit your job. You done quit everything. I'm your only source of income. Yeah, that's what he was gonna tell you.
So that's
dirty.
Yeah. So if I see something suspicious, I'm saying like you can't get time back.
I understand that.
So
but that's why you gotta take your time on the front end to know who you get.
Okay, well the person didn't take their time on the front end, and now they seeing a sign that this person may not be who they think they are. It is time to snoop.
Go for it. You can get your snoop on. I'm just saying it's not right.
Okay. We agree to disagree.
How you don't agree that it's a wrong thing to do? It's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. You're infringing on their privacy.
The line is blurry. I mean, it just depends. It depends. Maybe I do feel like I got a right to do it if I feel like you are violating the trust that I've put on you. Yes. Maybe I do feel that way.
No,
I don't know.
You don't. I'm giving you permission.
It's kind of like,
but
okay,
it's still
it's not right to kill somebody.
Right.
Hey, hang on. It's not right to kill somebody. But if they trying to kill you, is it okay?
Huh? If they try to kill me?
Yes.
they getting their head blown off.
Self-defense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, snooping is self-defense.
You know what? That's a good point. But it's still.
I got him.
No, you don't. It is a good point. I like it, but it's like there nobody is putting like he's not snooping on you. You see what I'm saying?
But what if, like, some dudes bring back diseases, STDs, and all this type of stuff?
That's true.
Okay, so really,
take-
it could be a matter of life and death. It could be, yeah.
That's true. Moral of the story is take your time, people.
And some women
get
too.
them.
I'm sorry, I don't want to just act like men are the only one that cheat. Some women some
do it
people
too.
bring back diseases and all this other stuff. Okay, so yes, if I see something suspicious, then self-defense time, I can snoop.
But just know, it is not. It's just like going to somebody else's mail. Same thing.
I think my murder
Back in the day,
self-defense analogy is the best thing ever.
just like I said, it's a good point. But take away all this information age now. Go back 30 years ago, back when it was just letters and numbers. When somebody sends a letter to somebody in their mailbox, and it looks like a love letter, if you open it, it's against the law. It is.
Okay, whatever.
Is it? Is it against the law or not?
Yes, but there's always
Thank
things
you.
around, Mr. I can't believe we having this discussion when I'm like the goody two shoes, follow the rules all the time, and you are, not. So I'm just like, there's always loopholes and things to every rule,
Well, let me
exceptions.
let me read this. Now,
He's
I
looking up
Googled.
something.
Yeah, I had to
One
Google it. I gotta go to Google. Google is my friend, my daddy, my mama, my grandma, grandpa. Google tells me everything, right? And the question was, can you get in trouble for reading someone else's email? And it says, is it illegal to read someone's emails without their permission? It depends on the method you use to do it. If you get into their email account without their permission and start reading, you've just violated a minimum of 3 federal laws and likely some state laws as well. And there's another one says punishment of crimes involving email may vary from state to state, but is always considered an invasion of privacy. However, prosecutors say that if you type or read an email in a public place or print out the contents of the email and someone gains access to that information, it is not considered a crime. So you shouldn't be looking at somebody else's stuff without their permission.
But what if you got the key to it?
What are you talking about?
What if you got the key to the door in the house? Is that trespassing?
If I ain't tell you, look,
But how I get the key? You gave me the key a while back, and I go in.
but I tell you, I'm only giving you this key if I need you to go pick up something for me, right? It's not for you to go whenever you want to go.
But that's the risk that you take when you give somebody a key.
But it's still wrong. You're crazy.
You know what the police gonna tell you to do? Change your locks.
Yeah.
So change your locks. Change your password to your Gmail account.
You crazy. I got a crazy snooper wife.
And I don't even snoop. I'm just defending people's right to be able to.
They're wrong. You can't do it. It's not right. It's illegal.
What if they have the password?
It's illegal.
Okay. Well, people doing illegal stuff all the time.
They
every
do.
day.
Yeah, they do.
So
Just not getting charged for it.
yeah.
But you should not. Public service announcement. You should not go through your mate's email, Facebook, text messages,
I
phones
think Jason just don't want to be
without their permission. If they don't give you permission, you can get prosecuted. You broke federal laws.
That's whack.
That's true.
So what? But what about the person that's really, just getting drugged down through there? They're getting cheated
Tough
on.
titty says the kitty.
That's ridiculous.
You got
I
it.
don't agree with you at all.
Oh my God.
I
So
don't
you
agree.
just
I think it's like I said,
it's okay
the example that I gave you of murder versus self-defense is the
for
route that I'm going.
for being
Yes, some
heartbroken.
people commit suicide and die because they're heartbroken. Okay,
I'm sorry for those that commit suicide. Please,
is the matters of the heart is so important.
it is, but at the same time, if I give you a ring, if I propose to you and I'm giving you a ring for a token because of this particular marriage it's an agreement that we're going to get married, and you cheat on me, in some states that woman can still take that ring and keep it for herself, even though she cheated on you.
Okay, that's the law in that state.
So what I'm saying, you gotta go with law. I can't take that ring back. So, whoa, you cheated on
Sometimes
me,
the
you
law
broke
is
my
wrong.
heart. Let me take that. You are correct. Sometimes the law is wrong. But if there is a law, you should follow the laws of the land. You're going to get it. You're going to get your butt in trouble.
Well,
Trying to go through people's
we
stuff.
can't follow tell Martin Luther King and all the civil rights people that. How about that? The Freedom Riders. Tell them to follow the law of the land.
Look, hey, there's some laws that need to be marched against. I don't think this is one of them. This is not one of them. Get permission from your mate. If you don't have permission, don't go snooping.
Okay.
I might need to be a lawyer. If your woman snoop on you, holla at me. Email Loveology Podcast. I'm gonna be a lawyer.
I'll be so disappointed.
I'm gonna be a lawyer. We're gonna get this money.
I will be so disappointed in you.
We're gonna get this money.
Do not do that.
We're gonna charge her.
So let's talk about how we operate within our relationship.
Okay, let's talk.
We're married. I have permission to go through Jason's mail, his email. I have all his passwords. He has all my passwords. He can check my phone if he wanted to. I know that he wouldn't, but if he wanted to, he could. So we're just open books. We have everything of each other. If we don't have it, all we have to do is ask the other person.
Right.
And we give it. And it's no problem. I do respect your privacy. Mm-hmm. And I don't, like I said, I don't feel a need to go through any of your stuff. And I don't think you feel the need to go through my stuff.
Right.
What about my journal? Would you go through my journal?
I would never go through your journal.
Really?
Never. Nope. Never.
Why not?
Because it's just so personal. You know what I'm saying?
But do you be like, I wonder what she's saying to me, saying in there that she just won't say to me?
No, that's your business. That's
Okay.
in your head. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you just the type of person, you want to put what's in your head on paper. So that's kind of slimy to kind of go through your journal. I think for me, it's like a symbolic thing. You know what I'm saying? It's easier for me to go through an email or a Facebook message or a text message than it is for me to go through a journal.
I don't want to be morbid or anything, but I'm just wondering, what if I passed away before you?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it if you pass away.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm looking at your memories, and I get to know more about you. Because I can't talk to you no more. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I wanna communicate with you on a different level. So now, I get to hear, another side of you I didn't know. Mm-hmm. I can't talk to you no more.
But does that bother you that it's a side of me that you don't know?
No, because we all got sides that people don't really know. You know what I'm saying? It's your internal, who you are internally. You know what I mean? Like, you're not telling everybody everything. You know what I'm saying? Even your wife, not everything. You know what I'm saying?
So we have a right to keep certain things in our brain. Yeah. So if I say, what you thinking? And you just don't want to answer, you got a right not to answer. Oh.
Yeah, it's my brain. Sometimes people think crazy things. And I don't want you to think I'm crazy because of some crazy stuff that I'm just thinking randomly. And sometimes I don't even have controls of these thoughts. They just come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think people have a right to keep what's in their head to themselves. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that because did I used to ask you, what are you thinking? I'm not one of those girls. Like in the movies, women are portrayed to always ask the man, what are you thinking? And the man gets so, frustrated because he's like, y'all so simple,
Right.
That y'all like, I'm not thinking anything. I'm watching the game. Like, I'm not thinking really. I'm just watching the game. I'm thinking about what's happening in the game. And the woman's like, but so you weren't thinking about anything else? That's how women are portrayed in the movies. But I don't know if women actually do that. Like, oh, what are you thinking? Oh, it's like something else I wanted to mention. Like, with being married for sure. Like, I think it's important for we do need to know each other passwords and stuff because what if
Yes.
something happened to one
Correct.
of us? We got kids and stuff, and Jason turned me on to this really good movie called Searching.
Great movie.
Man,
Awesome movie.
listen, check it
So
out. Where did we
underrated.
see that movie? Was it on Netflix or something?
I don't know if it's on Netflix or not.
Yeah. Anyways, so Searching. Oh, so yes. Well, I don't want to give away the movie, but it was just very critical for this man to be able to have his wife information, friends, numbers, and all that sort of stuff, and he was able to do it. And it was a good thing that he was able to do all that, right?
Right.
So, for married people, it's like, yeah, I mean, we just need to know every account number, every account password, or be able to get access to it, have it written down somewhere where I can find it or where Jason can find it. And yeah, because something may happen to one of us and we just need to know it. Like,
Right.
I don't know. So, I mean, I guess that's why we just never had a conversation about this. Did we? Did we ever have a conversation
I don't think
about how
so.
we felt about snooping and privacy?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So we just kind of fell into it, and I think maybe you just asked me one day, "What's the password?" Like you needed to get in my phone to fix something or do something, and I just gave it to you, no problem.
Yeah.
So how soon is too soon, or
Um.
like when is a good time frame for the people that may be dating?
I mean, I think it's engagement, man. I think you gotta wait to. I think that's a whole nother level.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think engagement is
But what
when
if a person together for 4 years and they haven't gotten engaged?
I think they just not ready to get to that level of sharing each other's passwords. If you're not ready to get married, that's just me personally. Everybody not don't supposed to get married, but I just think you're not ready for that type of access.
They're living together. They got to share some power. Like I said, I mean, part of what I'm
We
saying, the
not
reason
married.
why we need to share it is because we're married, but it also comes with living with someone too.
I can get you the information you need.
Okay. We are just very on opposite ends of the spectrum today,
This
aren't
might
we?
be that might be a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what do you think about like if a person is dating, because you were just saying you don't have to tell a person everything in your brain. So I think this could be confusing to some people too when they're dating. Like, I mean, I do tell you a lot of stuff, Jason,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of stuff. But like a person that may be dating and they want to be open and just be like, oh, we just know each other so well and we know everything about each other.
Right.
It's probably not healthy to share everything.
No,
You
it's
know?
not. I
Yeah.
don't think it's healthy to share everything. No, you should.
Why not?
That's just not a good thing.
What do you think could happen next? What do you think the issue would be? Well, I guess you already told me. Like,
Yeah.
there's some thoughts that pop into your head. You don't even know where they came from.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. Well, yeah. But, I mean, I guess, isn't that the way, like, no. I just said I tell you a lot of stuff, but I don't tell you everything. But I tell you most things, though.
Yeah. We tell each other most things. 98%, maybe 99.
Mm-hmm.
But certain things you gotta keep to yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I agree with that. I agree with that.
So what would what do we
Settle on.
yeah.
We agreeing to disagree.
So what you telling the people? All the loveologists out here. What's your stance?
I
on
ain't gonna
everything?
say you should do it. I'm just saying that. Listen, this is the real world, and I understand.
It's
Why?
always been the real world.
I don't know what la la land you in over there, but
I'm in the
listen,
real world and lock your butt up for going through my stuff.
nobody gets locked up for reading
Because
somebody.
nobody prosecutes them.
Well, because nobody. First of all, do you have a right to be angry with me if I find out you cheating through snooping?
Yeah.
Forget that. You almost made me cuss, and I don't even cuss.
I do, because you did it illegally. That's just like if I saw a great example. and sorry, this is a touchy subject, right? And I have a daughter that throws me off, so I don't know. But this lady, woman, had children prior to this boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the daughter was telling the mama that this boyfriend was touching on her,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the mama decided to confront him, but she recorded him
Mm-hmm.
on her cell phone, propped the cell phone up, and had it in the background. Uh, had it in the background, and you know, didn't tell him that she was recording him.
Mm-hmm.
So he admitted it, that he touched on her and molested her,
Mm-hmm.
right? Molested the daughter, and she took him to court,
Mm-hmm.
right? Charged him for I don't know if it was rape, but it was all types of stuff, right? He did not get charged. He walked off scot-free because she recorded him without his consent. That's illegal.
That is not justice, though.
It's not justice,
I
but
don't.
that
That's
is
a
the
terrible
law.
example
No,
because that's not.
no, that's the law that we
But
live
sometimes
in.
there's a difference between law and justice. So I'm talking about justice.
Okay, but we talking about, you could talk about justice. I'm talking about law. Your justice gonna get you locked up.
No, that's ridiculous. That is the most sad, most ridiculous story that I've heard in a while.
It happens all the time.
No, that's horrible.
So same thing with police officers. We just saw the movie about the boys getting coerced and making a what's the name of the movie on Netflix?
When they see us.
When They See Us. They got coerced into making these statements. That's
I
illegal.
think it's coerced.
Coerced, whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
You can't do that.
Uh-huh.
That's against the law.
But that is not the same thing.
All I'm saying
No.
is there's laws in place for a reason. You have to follow the laws.
No, you don't.
You do. Or it's going to be some, you don't have to follow them. But if you don't, there are going to be some consequences.
Man, and I'm a big rule follower, but that story you just told me, that's absolutely disgusting. And
So what you going to do?
I don't know. I'm gonna find this rule and petition to get rid of it. I need to find.
If the person don't give you permission, you cannot go through their stuff. You just can't do it.
And so why did the guy get off?
Because she
Recorded him without his knowledge?
She recorded his confession without his knowledge.
Some states that's totally fine.
Well, the state that they was in, it wasn't. And I don't know about that, what you just said.
What? No, I know.
Okay.
I studied media.
You be a lawyer or something.
No, I know this because I study media, and so
okay.
I know that you can legally record someone in certain states
Shout out
without
to Ashley.
without them knowing.
Without consent, you have to do a little waiver. Shout out to Ashley. She got a master's degree.
I think it's actually one person needs to know, and that one person is you.
Right.
So basically,
Ashley got her MFA, which is a master's of what's it called? Well, I'm just trying to let everybody know this is a smart cookie over here.
Fine arts,
Masters
MFA.
Masters in fine arts, because some people don't know what MFA means.
No.
Like me, I didn't know what MFA meant. So it's a master's degree. Shout out to Ash with a master's degree. So she knows what she talking about on that regard, but it's against the law.
You just pressed me with that story. I get, I'm very sensitive and very.
That's why you gotta stay out of people's stuff. That's why you see something that ain't got no you had no business looking at, and you get sensitive. And
I'm compassionate.
I understand that, but you still, like you said, if you're compassionate and sensitive about that, you could be sensitive about something else. So I might get some spam. Some little, you know how little chicks come on Facebook. The guys know. You get the little chick on Facebook. Hey, let's meet up. Just some random bot, and it's a little quote unquote sexy little picture of this chick, and you think it's me talking to them. You know what I'm saying? They hit me up. Why she hit you up out the blue? Well, they do that.
All right. Well, Jason. So we have settled on that we are agreeing to disagree because I completely disagree with you. I am not condoning snooping.
Right.
I'm not.
Right.
But I just believe that, like I was saying, in the real world and not in the land that you living in over there, where we must follow every rule to the T, no matter if it's injustice, if it's not a just rule or not. I'm just, listen, I just understand that it's gonna happen. That, like, I just think that it's more of like a self-defense thing. And I understand what can happen. You can be totally wrong. All the examples that you pointed out.
Right.
But it's just, I'm just like, man, some people are super, charismatic, and they just have you fooled, and they just really don't, really don't know until you snoop.
Gotta go through, you gotta take your time. You gotta take your time.
Some people know how to flip the script.
It's gonna come out. The truth will come out.
Yeah, after I've spent 10 years being your wife and having your children.
It don't take 10 years.
Haven't you heard these stories of this happening to people?
Yeah, it happens. Right? I'm sorry. It does happen. And I apologize for y'all that had to go through it. But all I'm saying is, take your time. Listen to the omens, because
maybe the omen is that freaking sign that something that flashed across the telephone that says that you need to go snooping, that you need to look.
It's signs before that. You're just not paying attention. You're just not paying attention to it.
What about hiring a private investigator? What about that?
If that's what you want to do,
because
that's not
cheaters. That's not illegal.
No, it's not illegal.
So they can run around and follow a person. I guess they just not logging into their password protected account.
They're not doing anything illegal.
They recording them. They record them. They put microphones up in their house on cheaters.
Then maybe that's one of those states where it's okay.
Yeah.
That's why it's only in Dallas.
So in that particular state, they got a whack rule where they'll let a child molester get off because she recorded him. That's whack.
I'm not for what happened. I'm just telling you just can't break the laws because you feel like somebody is cheating on you. Take your time on who you pick your mate. That's what you need to do. Take your time. Don't rush into these relationships.
So you rushed?
Yes.
Sometimes people just fool you. They're good at fooling you.
Yeah. But you pay attention.
Okay, so y'all, we agree to disagree. We just got finished talking about conflicts on the last episode, and sometimes we said you just have to agree to disagree. But luckily, we don't have these problems because Jason, we have it on record, has given me permission to look through his stuff.
She got permission. You sure do. Go for it.
Yeah.
But
like I said,
just beware of the spam because sometimes do get hit up.
I don't feel no need to. I don't feel a need. I don't feel a need at all to look through your stuff. I've never looked through your stuff in the whole time we've been together. I've never looked through anything.
Except the first page of my Gmail.
Yes.
Okay. Go for it. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. So my 2 cents is take your time. I don't think you should snoop through somebody's stuff. Just ask them straight up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. But you don't have to snoop through their stuff. You breaking down your trust barrier for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Just
yeah, because if you snoop and there's nothing, and then the person finds out that you snooped, boom, that could be a deal breaker.
That's gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, even if you don't find it, you don't tell nobody, you still gonna want to snoop again. Because you feel like something's going on.
I don't agree with that.
All right. Well, it is what it is. It's illegal.
I wish you hadn't looked that up. My goodness, you're just going to keep saying it's illegal.
I'm just speaking facts. All right. Well, that's all we have for the show today. Thank y'all for joining us. Hey, remember, live discussion. It's going to be a good live discussion this Wednesday.
Yes, I just really want to know what other people think because this guy right here, I don't know what he got going on. Man, so
follow the law.
Oh, come on. He
Don't
is
be
killing
without
me,
permission.
Man. You are killing me.
Okay.
Why? You just learned about this.
But I knew it was, wrong.
Oh,
it's like going through somebody's mail. Same thing.
Get out of here, man.
I just said it. Same thing. Anywho, Facebook Live on Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Check us out. We're going to have an open discussion about it. If you're Central Time Zone, it's going to be 8 p.m. If you're Eastern Time Zone, it's going to be 9 p.m. So, thank y'all. Catch y'all again next time. And spread the love. Share it and enjoy yourself.
Peace.
Peace.
You've been listening to the Loveology podcast. Did you have fun with us today? Tell a friend about our show. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to keep the conversation going. Be sure to subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. Visit us at loveologypodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Until next time, Loveologists.